It has been 30 days since I started this channel, since I started my weight loss journey, and things are going well. Our beginning weight was 277.8 pounds. You just saw we are currently at 263.6. That gives us a difference of 14.2 pounds over the course of a month. I don't think every 30 days I'm going to lose 14 plus pounds. The first month is always the biggest month usually because you're losing a lot of inflammation, a lot of water in those first few weeks. But I mean, that's still 14.2 pounds off my body that weren't there at the beginning of the month. So that's awesome. That's positive progress, and it means that I'm, doing the right things and moving in the right direction. Comparing these videos from day 1 to day 30, and I gotta say, I am kind of amazed at how much my stomach shrunk by. I think the biggest difference is how my stomach isn't as bloated, and my face as well. I did trim my beard by day 30, but still, my face has definitely shrunk. Also, in this video, day 30 is a little more zoomed out than day 1. From now on, they all will be zoomed out. I just like that angle more. So the day 1 video is always going to be like that, but from here on out, it will be zoomed out just like the day 30. And these are just the before and after pictures as well. It just shows you a still image of the difference, and the side images to me are the ones that show the biggest difference for sure. This one right here specifically, it is kind of crazy how much my stomach is hanging down in that left picture. And trying on the jacket again. I will say on the one on the left, I did try to do it up. I really did on the first day and I couldn't. And on day 30, I could. It was very tight, still uncomfortable, but I was able to get that zipper together. So that's progress. And the Rams jersey is still very tight. Day 1 and day 30, they were both tight, both uncomfortable. But you'll see here, I got it on way easier. It just slips right on because it is a little bit looser. And then when I turn around, you can see that the back doesn't fold up as much as it did on the first day. And I think that's just because it's not as tight on my back as it was. Then again, taking it off here, you'll just see I can just slip it right off, almost no problem. And on the left, a little bit of a struggle. We got there. A few things I want to touch on that I've noticed in these first 30 days are, number one, I stopped snoring about a week in to to doing this journey. In my earlier videos, I didn't really address it because it was kind of embarrassing, but you may have noticed that there were bed sheets on my couch sometimes when I was doing videos or sitting beside them. There were some bed sheets out there, and that's because I would sleep on the couch because I would disturb Theo and Joanna too much when I was sleeping because I was snoring so loudly. Quick disclaimer, Joanna had never forced me to sleep on the couch. I just slept on the couch because I felt bad that I was keeping them up. So I would go out there and just sleep on the couch because I didn't want to disturb them and wake them up at night. And, when you have something like that, you think, oh, do I have sleep apnea? Is there, am I in danger of, stopping breathing when I'm sleeping and things like that? I wasn't super worried about that because in the past, whenever I've lost weight, I've always stopped snoring and I've had better sleeps. So I just figured, during this weight loss journey, let's see what happens. Let's see how long it takes for me to stop snoring. Let's see, if I, do need to go see someone about this. And lo and behold, about a week, maybe a week and a half in, Joanna just said, I don't hear you snoring anymore. Your breathing is normal at night. You do not make any noise. And I got to tell you, the sleeps I do get are much better because I'm sleeping more soundly now. And I can tell from my Fitbit as well, because it's sleep tracking just in the last few weeks that I'm waking up a lot less, which is nice. And I'm also happy to say that I have not slept on the couch in about 2.5 weeks. Number 2 is flexibility. I know in my first few videos, I really drove home how important I think flexibility is. And again, if you've watched my videos from the very beginning, and I just put in little clips of my stretching and how much more flexible I am, but man, it is crazy. I have gained like half a foot on being able to reach down and touch the floor. I can touch my toes now from standing up. I can grab half of my foot when I'm doing a hamstring stretch. My knees are closer in the groin stretch. The list goes on. I am blown away. I know that flexibility improves pretty quickly when you start doing it, but I was amazed at how much more flexible I feel. And generally, just walking around everyday life, I don't feel as tight and as like stiff as I usually do. And I think it's because I'm just more flexible all around. In a couple videos as well, you may have seen that I'm just fitting into things a little better. This t-shirt right here is getting a little bit bigger on me. This was my go-to t-shirt at my biggest because it always fit the best, but this one actually is getting a little bit big on me now. I've had to go shopping for new workout clothes because things were getting a little bit big. And you know, I showed you in the mirror in one of my videos one of my winter jackets that I bought last year that is awesome and I love it, but I bought it a little bit too small intentionally. I do that very often because I kind of want to force myself into losing weight. And that jacket fits absolutely perfect now, and it's only fitting better and better as I lose weight. Another thing, speaking of fitting into things better, I mentioned my Fitbit. I've actually gone up a notch on my Fitbit. So right there is where I'm notched in. I started at the second one here, so I didn't have to start on the last one. It was too loose, but the second one was where I started, and it was tight. Now I've moved up to the third one, and I mean it's perfect. It's not too it's snug, but it's not too tight. It fits perfectly. So I didn't think I had a whole lot of weight or a whole lot of tissue I had around my wrists, but apparently I'm losing weight there too. So moved up a notch in my Fitbit, which is awesome. And the last thing I just want to mention is I really haven't had any cravings for anything bad during this month. I've mentioned a couple times here and there where I've been delivering food or something. I think, oh, I could stop in to get something to eat, or it'd be nice to get something here. Literally any other time I've ever tried to lose weight before doing a diet, I always crave after a couple weeks, I want to get McDonald's or I want to get a pizza, and then I just binge and I pig out, and that's the beginning of the end every single time. And I think that that's a testament to my next point. My keys that I think helped me in this first month, this first 30 days. I got 4 keys that I think helped me in this first month, and maybe it could help some people if they're starting out. Key number 1 for me is I didn't change the foods I was eating at all. I just changed how much of them I was eating. You've seen me in my vlogs, if you've watched these vlogs, or you can go back and watch. I've eaten pizza, I've eaten pasta, I've eaten chips, cheesies, ice cream, you name it, I've eaten it because I haven't changed what I've eaten. All I've done is regulated how much that stuff I take in. I just am more under control of my portion sizes. In the past, I've tried to do a diet, keto diet, anabolic diet, intermittent fasting, you know, a bunch of different types. I've done certain diets for when I was playing sports and losing weight, and those worked. Diets, I will say, just a little side note here, diets 100% work. They're just not sustainable. Eventually you're going to go off the diet, and when you go off the diet, that's when you gain weight again. Why? Because you go back to eating the foods you've always eaten. So why stop eating the foods you've always eaten? Just keep eating those foods, just eat less of them. So key number 2 for me is don't take small setbacks so seriously. If you miss a workout, it's not the end of the world. If you eat something and it breaks, your calorie deficit for the day, it's not the end of the world. If you have a day where you just don't feel like eating well or working out, or you have a whole weekend where you went away and didn't eat well or didn't work out, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of your weight loss journey. It isn't going to set you back that far as long as you don't let it set you back that far. And I know it's easy to say, it's very much easier said than done. Trust me, it's coming from someone like me who has let that affect me in the past. Every single time I try to lose weight, I let those things affect me and stop me from doing what I want to do. Key number 3 for me this month, and this might be a little bit daunting for some people, is counting calories. Counting calories in the past when I was younger meant getting out a notebook, a sheet and paper, and a pencil and writing down all your calories from the package of food. Very tedious. Just wasn't really doable for a normal human. These days, there are apps out there. The Fitbit app, MyFitnessPal app, they both have calorie counters where you can not only enter in your food from a whole directory of foods, there's also barcode scanners on those apps. Meaning, if you have a package of cookies, if it has a barcode on it, scan it. 80% of the time, maybe 75% of the time, it has that food in the app. It becomes very easy too, once you've been doing it for about a week or two, and then some of the foods you're eating are similar. Like me, I eat pretty much the same breakfast every day. So it saves your recent foods that you've put in, so you can just put them in again the next day. In my opinion, the biggest positive about counting calories for me has not only been so I know how many calories I'm taking in, that's obviously a big deal, but number 2 is it gives me an idea of how many calories are in the foods I'm eating. It just helps you out to be able to regulate and be aware of like how many calories are actually in the foods you're eating. Key number 4 for me is no booze. And when I say no booze, some people might think, oh, you can drink booze and lose weight. You can if you want to, okay? That's a personal choice. I'm not saying no booze because I had an issue with it or because anyone else has issues with it. It's nothing to do with that. It's actually nothing to do with the calories in booze either. It's the bad decisions I always make with food after I'm drinking. If I'm drinking, you can guarantee that I'm not only eating late at night, but I'm eating bad food late at night, and I'm eating a lot of bad food late at night. A cherry on top is I've saved a bunch of money, which is awesome. So for this month coming up in December, I have 3 things that I want to work on. Number 1 is I want to get better sleep. And I've been mentioning that throughout this first month. And I think not only better sleep because it'll have me well rested and ready for the next day so I can make better content, but also it'll help me recover. It helps you lose weight. It helps you gain weight. If that's what you want to do, it helps you in every way possible to be able to recover and have good recovery at least 6 hours a night. My goal is at the very minimum 6 hours a night. Along with that, I'm also going to start not posting videos on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Reasoning is because I'm going to use those days not only to kind of rest, but also edit. One of the specific reasons I haven't been getting very good sleep is because I've been staying up late editing videos. I've been staying up till 1 or 2 a.m. getting the videos done, getting them uploaded, and it just makes for terrible sleep. Another one I'm going to work on, and this one should be fairly easy, and it's just no eating after 7:30. That's not for an intermittent fasting type thing. It's specifically because number 1, I think that to go along with my first point, if I eat late at night, I don't have as good of a sleep because I'm full, I'm bloated, I'm digesting while I'm sleeping. And number 2, it'll actually help me feel better in the morning. So I won't feel bloated and sluggish in the morning because I've eaten late at night. The last thing I'm going to work on is I'm actually going to start a workout challenge. I've been kind of doing my own at-home workouts and they've been good. You know, I have no complaints about them, but I want to spice things up a little bit and I'm going to do a 30-day workout challenge. In the App Store or the Play Store on your iPhone or Android, if you've ever searched at-home workouts or weight loss workouts, anything like that, always near the top results, there's this little red icon, red background with a black and white cartoon person who's jacked in the picture. And I've always looked at those apps and been like, and they're usually free for workouts. And I've looked at them and I'm like, are these effective? I wonder how good these are. And they usually have decently high ratings. So I'm going to be doing a challenge, a 30-day challenge, using the Lose Weight app for men. I'm going to put the icon, what it looks like right here, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. This app, by the way, is made by Leap Fitness Group. They're in no way sponsoring the video or anything like that. I just want to give them credit because they're making free apps for people to use to get workouts done, and I'm using their app for a challenge, so I figured I'd shout them out. Why not? Whenever I look up apps, I always see those as a result. So I kind of wanted to see those apps were all about, if they were any good, if they worked. So I'll be doing that challenge, and I'll report back in 30 days what I think. Last but not least, this first month of creating this channel, of being on this weight loss journey, has been awesome. And I've had a lot of awesome people join with me, commenting on the videos, liking the videos, watching the videos, a lot of positivity. And I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy all the content. I am trying to bring a little bit more variety into the content. There's still going to be daily vlogs, so there's still going to be my daily stuff, but I'm going to try to be doing challenges, not only fitness challenges, but maybe nutritional challenges along the way as well. So I do have some content in mind. Just know that I do appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. I'm definitely not stopping here. Here's to another 30 days. Thank you once again to everybody who's watched these videos and everyone who has supported so far. If you like the videos, hit that like button. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel. You can click on a video if you want to see more in the bottom right-hand corner right there. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a fantastic night, and I will definitely see you on the next one.